Hey guys, and welcome back. In this section, we'll talk about the Angular's application bootstrap mechanism. There are many ways in which your application can be bootstrapped depending on how you want to compile it and where you want to run it. Okay, there are basically two types of compilations that an Angular application can be compiled into. First one is the just-in-time compilation, and the second one is the ahead-of-time compilation. Now, I've read somewhere that by default for Angular 5, the ahead-of-time compilation has been enabled, but I'm not really sure about that. So in for the scope of this tutorial, we'll just use the application to dynamically compile using the just-in-time compilation, and then you can have a look at how the ahead-of-time compilation works. I'll have a link to the ahead-of-time compilation document in the description below. Okay, so our application has two basic entry points: the main.ts file, which is the entry point for the JavaScript or the TypeScript part, and the index.html file, that is the entry point for templates. Okay, each and every Angular application needs a browser platform for its just-in-time compilation to work on, and an execution environment in which our Angular application can run. Okay, so if we have a look at the main.ts file, which is the entry point for the TypeScript part or the JavaScript part, we will see a call to the platform browser dynamic method that generally creates a platform on which the just-in-time compilation can work, or the compiler can work on. Okay, and then that uh, creates a method that can be called, this is the bootstrap module method, to which we provide the root module of our application that we want to bootstrap. Okay, now in the app module, let's go to the app module quickly. We have specified that we want to start with bootstrapping of app component. Okay, so what Angular will do is Angular will go ahead and have a look at the component class. So it's right there, and in here we have the selector for this component named app-root. Okay, and then we also have the template URL for this particular component, which is app.component.html, which is right here. Okay, so what Angular will do now is that once it is done with the compilation and it is about to bootstrap the app module, it will have a look at the index.html file. Okay, and then it will see this app-root tag. Okay, now we have specified that we want to bootstrap the app module starting with the app component. Okay, and the app component selector is this, which is also added to the index.html. So now what Angular will do is Angular will fetch and compile the template of this app component, that is this. Okay, and then it will inject this component's template inside the opening and closing tag of the selector of this app component. Okay, that is in between these two tags. Okay, so if we say start to run the project by using ngserve and give it some time to do the compilation and everything that ngserve does before it serves up all the files, we'll see that once the application serves and we inspect the HTML document for this particular tag, we'll see that all the template that we can see here is encapsulated or wrapped inside the app-root tags. Okay, so it all starts with the main.ts file, wherein the platform browser dynamic creates a platform in which the just-in-time compilation can run, and it also creates an environment in which we can run our application. Okay, it exposes a bootstrap module method that helps us in bootstrapping the module. We specify the module that we want to instantiate, and that would generally be our root module, that is the app module. Inside the app module, we have the bootstraps array, where we have specified that this is the particular component we want to start with. So this would be the root of um, that tree of components. As we have already discussed, every Angular application is can be visualized as a tree of components. So the root of that tree would be this app component, which is present here, and then in here we have specified the app selector that would be present inside the index.html. So what Angular is going to do now is it is going to fetch the template from this template URL that you have specified. It will compile that template, and then it will inject that compiled template inside this app-root tag. Okay, so let's just wait up for ng-serve to run. Okay, so it has compiled the application and it has generated these files here, these 5 files. Okay, so this is basically the bundle that I was talking about when I was talking about what single page applications are. I'll have a link to that video as well in the description. But this is the application package that will get generated once the application is compiled. Okay, so now I can go to localhost colon 4200 on my browser. Okay, and this is the application that is being served right now. If you have a look at the network tab and all, these are all the files that are basically fetched. Okay, let me just hard reload this by emptying the cache. And as you can see, these are all the bundle files that gets fetched, and the size of these files isn't very big as of now. Okay, so now again, this bundle that gets generated is right now for the production or is right now for the development environment, but it is something that can again be optimized for any particular environment that we want to target that particular build for. Okay, so the size in that case might vary from one environment to another. Okay, but yeah, I guess this is all that I had regarding the application bootstrap mechanism of Angular. In the next section, we'll talk about components and how can we create them and various other things that we can do with components. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.